Hello YouTube. On this video is going to be part 2 of the cam break-in video. As you recall, on part 1 right there at the end, the lower hose blew off. The lower hose, I had thought that maybe it wasn't tightened enough. In further inspection of the lower hose, then I see what happened. This particular paint was a custom paint. It was a 2-stage paint, and with the heat, the hardener, the clear, I don't know where, just actually got soft and slid off. So the hose clamp, I'll take you to the back and I'll show you on the engine. Okay, you can't see it here, it's under tape. But what actually happened, I don't know, maybe you can see the side of the paint right there. What actually happened, it started to peel the paint from the heat of breaking the motor in. So as we were breaking it in, the paint started to soften. And it started to soften the paint up, and it just slid the hose right off of there. I thought we had the hose clamp that maybe we didn't get tightened enough. While it was tight, I did notice there was paint on the inside of the hose. So there we go. These things will happen. Tip of the day, be careful when you're painting this stuff. Normally we do wrap some tape here when we paint it. Not on this particular one. It was a custom painted engine and we didn't wrap the ends. And we're going to need to go ahead and buff this edge here so that we don't have any paint underneath. This one's ready to go home, so I'll go ahead and prep this here. And we'll go ahead, and it's already palleted. And once I get that buffed and cleaned back up again, we will put a bag on it and we will send it to his happy home. So the hose came off, no harm, no foul, didn't hurt anything. It wasn't even excessively hot. You can see I'm touching the motor the whole time. I'm watching the temperature gauge the whole time. I'm going to go ahead and take you back to where the hose blew off, and then we'll finish the video of running the last part of the cam break-in. I stopped the clock. We're going to start the clock back up again. Also, the RPM is high because we want to splash oil onto the camshaft. We don't want to let it sit in there idle for a long time, and it's not getting any oil to the camshaft for the critical cam break-in time. Then we're going to go ahead and shut it down and once again heat soak. It's going to heat soak everything really good. I'm going to let it sit overnight. The next morning we come back in, pull the carburetor off. You'll see at the end of the video, we're putting the rebuilt original carburetor back on this motor, and then we're going to go ahead and tune it. I'm going to set my air fuel mixtures. I'm going to set my timing. Then I'm going to go ahead and play with the timing. In this particular motor, when we were just in the build and I'm spinning the distributor up on my distributor machine, we actually found that we had 50 degrees of timing. Way too much. This engine had broken pistons, detonation. It's an 1101 compression motor. They probably had old fuel. All those combined, old fuel, 1101 compression motor, 50 degrees of timing, it was breaking pistons, it was breaking rings, it was breaking all kinds of parts. So in the build, we go ahead and build all the subcomponents, put them all together, put them on the run stand, and then after the cam break-in, we start tuning. So at the last part of the video, you'll see where I'm tuning on the original carburetor, and then it's ready to go. We've taken it off, put it on a stand, and shipped it out the door. Doing good. Let's go ahead and finish our cam break-in. Okay, we've done our 20-minute heat soak. We've done a 20-minute cam break-in. You saw we had a hose blow off. That's still okay. We shut it right off. We shut our time off on our phone, and we let it heat soak. Heat soaking just means we let everything absorb all the heat. Then what we did after that, we put in hot water in the radiator while turning the electric water pump and electric fan. Not even turning the engine over. We just had the electric water pump circulating hot water back into it once again to heat soak, equalize everything. Then we went ahead and fired it back up again and finished our cam break-in. We got our cam break-in done, 20 minutes now. I'm gonna let it, once again, word of the day, heat soak. I'm gonna let this heat soak for the rest of the afternoon for a couple hours. We'll let it heat soak a little longer, and then we'll fire it back up, and now I can start tuning. I can set my timing. My timing is set at 8 degrees initial, 30 degrees total right now. Now we can go ahead and start playing and see how it likes to time it. We have an 1101 compression engine. We have C12 racing fuel in it. I'm gonna go ahead and tune it. We'll drain the fuel. We'll put Shell V-Power in it, because that's what the customer's gonna use, premium, and we'll retune again. Once we're done with it, with the second tune, we're done. There isn't any leaks, besides blowing the hose off. There isn't any leaks, no oil leaks, no water leaks. We're good to go. The oil pressure is outstanding, over 50 pounds of oil pressure, even under the break-in period. Okay, I hope this helped you how to do a proper cam break-in. It's hot out here. Why don't we get inside and I'll finish this video inside. Thank you. Woo, it's hot back here. All right, YouTube. Hello, YouTube. Here we are with Abraham, myself, and this AMX 1970 AMX. We got it cam broken. You probably saw that. Maybe you didn't. I don't know. It's hot back here, so I can't even think. This is just after the final tune. Recurve the distributor. We got the distributor curve. We had a lot of work on the carburetor. Now we have the factory carburetor. We went ahead and broke it in with the brand new Holly. That's just the way we like to do it. That way we don't have any problems in trying to figure out carburetor wise what we're breaking in the cam. So now that it's all done, let's just go ahead and give it a whirl. Power on. Alright, hope you all enjoyed that. There you go. Say hi, Abraham. Say bye, Abraham. We're getting back inside. Actually, we're going to take this, let it heat soak. We're going to cool it down, drain all the fuels, get it on a pallet, get it ready to ship out. Thank you. We're out of here. I don't know who I'm talking to once again. Peace and assembly grease. Okay, hope this video has been enlightening. It's been helpful on a cam break-in. If we can save one cam out there, I've done a good job. As for me, I'm getting back to work. We'll see you next time. People wanted to know, what does heat soak mean? Heat soak just means when you have several different parts at all different temperatures, heat is going to go to the coldest spot. So if you got two things here, one is 200 degrees, one's 100 degrees, it will actually jump from the hottest part over to the coolest part. Heat soak means when they both stabilize. So we're going to drop the temperature down to 150 on both parts. It's allowing all of the components to get to the same temperature. When they get to the same temperature, the temperature will drop because that heat is expanding to all the different parts. So heat soak just means allowing all the parts to get to the same temperature. We're heat soaking it. We're not letting one part be at 250 degrees and a part being at 100 degrees. You let it sit and it's going to stabilize and everything is going to be the same temperature. That's heat soak. Okay, so